I'm going to guide you into a formal trance. And then when you're in that trance, you're going to do a special type of breathing. It means you're going to breathe in the infinite love of the universe. And what we're going to do, you can call it the essence of God. You can call it the Holy Spirit. You can call it the infinite love of the universe. There's lots of things you can call it. Call it whatever works for you. Because what's important is your experience of it. And when you breathe in, you're going to breathe that in along with the air. And then when you breathe out, you're just going to breathe out the air. Right? And then when you breathe in, you're going to breathe in more of that infinite love of the universe, and you're going to accumulate more and breathe out just the air. So you're going to accumulate more and more. And then when you get to a certain level of that, and you're going to feel it, it's going to change your experience in a big way. And if you've done this multiple times, you've done this before, it's going to be even more powerful. And so what's going to happen is once we get to a certain level, we're going to invite the embodiment of the infinite love of the universe to come in and resolve something on the inside. Now, I call it the embodiment of the infinite love of the universe. I need a more concise name, but that's the one I use. You can call it God. You can call it Jesus. You can call it the infinite, you can call it the universe. You can call it whatever you want to call it will work, right? As long as whatever you want to label it, it will work. As long as you give it, as long as you're accessing the actual thing, right? Does that make sense? So you're going to invite that in to resolve something that's bothering you. Okay? That's what you're going to do. And the moment you do that, you're going to make the invitation and then go right back into your breathing. And you're going to let it go. Okay? And you're going to let it work. And it will work in the background. It will do things in the background. And then next, we're going to keep breathing and then go into another invitation. And this is you're going to invite that, the embodiment of the infinite love of the universe to go into somebody you know and resolve something for them that they're having difficulty with. And then go right back into the breathing. And then finally, we're going to do a wider, broader societal thing. And for this, I'm thinking, and this is just because this is something that I think is important, we're going to resolve whatever is preventing voter ID laws from taking effect. Right? And if you think that's a good idea, great. If you think it's a bad idea, we're operating from a place of infinite love. So nothing bad can happen. Nothing bad can happen. Can't happen. It's only good things. All right, you guys ready? I apologize for the audio, so that took a little bit longer, but you guys ready? All right. So the first thing you want to do is uncross your legs and uncross your arms and sit somewhat symmetrically. That's going to help. And you can see me, and you are going to need to hear my voice. You're going to need to hear the sound of my voice. And you're going to be able to connect into your feeling a little bit better now. Right? What you're feeling, like the clothes. You feel your clothes on you. Maybe you didn't feel that before, but you can feel that now. And so while you watch this and hear what I'm saying, those feelings are going to change. And the first thing we're going to do now is take 3 deep breaths. Right? Ready? Breathe in. Hold it and release. Good. And again, breathe in. Hold it. Hold it. And now release. Good. And now the third one. Breathe in. Hold it. Hold it. And this time as you breathe out, close your eyes. That's right. And now whether your eyes are closed now or they're not closed yet, either way, you're going to notice that you do feel different than you did a few moments ago. Maybe more settled and more at peace. And maybe if your eyes are closed, you can see things on the inside and you can still hear my voice externally. And maybe you can feel things on the inside and on the outside. You can feel the surface underneath you, and maybe you can feel something on the inside too. And so, in a moment, I'm going to tell you to open your eyes and close them again. And when I ask you that, and when you do that, each time you close your eyes, you're going to feel more comfortable and more relaxed. And it's going to be a really good thing. All right, so you ready? And now open your eyes. And now close them again. Feeling even more relaxed, even more at peace, because you're settling into those comfortable feelings. And again, open your eyes. And now close them again. And as your eyes close for the second time, you can realize you're settling into a more powerful state of mind and body. And one more time, open your eyes and close them again. And now your eyes can feel heavy. Your eyelids can feel even heavier. And I don't know what you see on the inside now, but you can keep hearing my voice and you can feel even better. And now we're going to start breathing in the infinite love of the universe, using that name or whatever name you want to use for it, because you know what we're referring to. So each time you breathe in that infinite love along with the air. And each time you breathe out, you just breathe out the air, keeping the infinite love of the universe within. And in this way, you can accumulate more and more of that feeling, of that experience. And at some point, you may realize, you may notice that you are filling up with that experience, with the infinite love of the universe. More and more. And even more and even more. And as it begins to fill your entire body, the entire space your body is occupying, you can embrace this experience and embrace this feeling. Because you know that anything performed from this state of infinite love is going to turn out well. And as you continue to do that breathing, in a moment, we're going to invite the embodiment of the infinite love of the universe, under whatever name you want to use for it. Invite it to come inside and resolve one specific thing that's bothering you. And then you're going to let it go and resume your breathing. So let's do that now. Invite the embodiment of the infinite love of the universe to come inside and resolve one specific thing that's been bothering you. And after you do that, let it go and begin and resume your breathing. breathing in more and more of the infinite love of the universe. And you might notice that making that invitation doesn't use up any of the love, but instead seems to even expand it even more. Now that's remarkable. And as you continue the breathing, now we're going to invite the embodiment of the infinite love of the universe to go into one specific person you know and resolve one specific thing you know that they are struggling with. An emotion, a situation, whatever it is. And now you immediately let it go again and resume your breathing, bringing in even more of the infinite love of the universe. And by now, you might be feeling something rather powerful, quite powerful, as your system fills with that love. And I don't know what that experience is going to be for you, but that infinite love can find whatever inside you needs that love and can infiltrate it and make things a lot better. And now we're going to do one more thing. And you can participate in this part if you want, or you don't have to. Either way, now we're going to invite the embodiment of the infinite love of the universe to go in and resolve whatever needs to be resolved in order for voter ID laws to become law in America. And then you can immediately let it go now and let it do its work and resume your breathing. And by now you might feel so good and so full of love and peace that you may just want to continue in this state for a bit longer. So today you can come back on your own schedule, at your own pace, whatever works for you. And when you do come back, you're going to feel more at peace about the past and more optimistic about the future. And you're going to feel really, really good. And if you have things to do in the rest of your day, you might find that you have all the energy you need to accomplish them. Because what are things to accomplish anyway, really? Are they really things? They don't seem to be when you are filled with the infinite love of the universe. It all just seems to flow, doesn't it? So you can come back in either of those ways or another way that works for you on your own time and schedule. Thank you for being here with me today. I really appreciate all of you. And have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. And I will see you tomorrow morning.